What's good, everybody? In today's video, we're going to be going over my top 5 NBA candidates for the Defensive Player of the Year award. This list doesn't specifically go in any particular order, but the number 1 pick is my Defensive Player of the Year. So without any more waiting, let's get right into it. For the first player we're going to talk about today is going to be Jarrett Allen. Right now, Jarrett Allen is currently averaging around 2 blocks a game. He also has 26 blocks this season so far. Standing at 6'11", Jarrett Allen has always been an intimidating defender. His height and his long arms isn't the only reason he's a good defender. He has a great defensive IQ, and he knows where he needs to be on the court. And those are the reasons I have Jarrett Allen in my top 5 Defensive Player of the Year candidates. Let's move on to the number 4 spot. Coming in at number 4, we have one of the players that some people thought was robbed last year. And it's one of the best big men in the league today, Anthony Davis. Right now, Anthony Davis is averaging right around 2 blocks a game with 1.5 steals a game. Standing at 6'10" and having a 7'6" wingspan definitely probably has something to do with his defensive presence. He's always been known to be a good defender. And Anthony Davis is the type of player to guard the opposite team's best player on the court. We'll see where he ends up by the end of the year. But let's move on to the number 3 spot. And coming in at number 3, we have one of the best wing defenders in the league today, Kawhi Leonard. Right now, Kawhi Leonard is currently averaging around 1 block a game with 2 steals a game. And he has 30 steals overall this season so far. Kawhi Leonard is very similar to Anthony Davis when it comes down to guarding the opposite team's best player. Kawhi Leonard is always in the passing lanes. He makes sure he gets his hands on the ball. And he's always been an active defender his whole career as well. And that is why I have Kawhi Leonard in my top 5 Defensive of the Player of the Year award candidates. Let's move on to the next player. Coming in at number 2, this should be no surprise. This is one of the best overall defenders in the league today. Right now, Rudy Gobert is averaging 2.2 blocks a game with 1 steal. He also has 47 blocks to start off the season this far. Standing at 7'1" and having a wingspan of 7'9", Rudy Gobert has definitely established himself to be one of the best defenders in the league the previous years. He's always been that defensive anchor that the Utah Jazz needs. And that is exactly why I have Rudy Gobert in my top 5 Defensive Player of the Year candidates. Let's move on to the number 1 spot. And coming in at number 1, we have Miles Turner from the Indiana Pacers. Standing at 6'11" and having a wingspan of 7'4", Miles Turner is still one of the most athletic big men in the league. Right now, Miles Turner is currently averaging 2.2 blocks a game with 1 steal. He's also leading the league with blocks, with 62 blocks to start off the season this far. Miles Turner has been one of my favorite players over the past couple years, so I'm happy to see him getting the recognition he deserves on the defensive end of the ball. And I'm excited to see if he can actually end up winning the Defensive Player of the Year award. And that concludes my top 5 picks for the Defensive Player of the Year award candidates. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave it a like. And if you're new to the channel, you might as well subscribe. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.